So TVS apparently goes for this. So we start with Tor. I'm okay with that. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Everyone burn off the bat with first quad. And he's quite laggy, if you hadn't noticed. So yeah, Serve Me showing up here is a little bug. Nothing I can do. They banned DM6 and Bravado. Well, I don't know. Who banned what? Bravado was banned. Yeah, okay, so I guess I can know who banned Bravado then. So TVS had the first pick. Olvi had the second. They banned Bravado. TVS banned DM6. Yes, it makes perfect sense. First squad got cancelled. Yep, right. No radar picture found. Oh no! I wish I had one. I also don't have time to make one. Little mid-air fight here. Well, mid-air end. DMM4, whatever. Quad is ready. Oh, nice steal by Bern. I really thought the Finns were gonna get the quad here. Quad got cancelled, so all in all, it's not too bad for the Finns. Olvi's in the lead. Olvi is in the lead. I guess that was a little too clean. I should sound a little more grave and jaded. Olvi. Do we have auto track? We do have auto track. Bernie is in the hot seat right now. I'm not sure where yellow is. I guess they're in the yellow armor side. Or is it just where... Yeah, that was the yellow. Right. I still don't know where the things are on this map. By the time I have a rough idea of where things at, the tournament will be over and people won't be playing it anymore, which is the same. Nas makes an attempt at getting to quad, but Bern is sitting on his ass as his teammate Rocket jumps on it. Like, make up your mind. One on the thing. Maybe actually they did make up their mind and Bern said to Jissse, just come, I'm gonna die. Or Jissse took some initiative, which is also good. When it works. Nice defense rocket by Jissse there. So Bern is lagging, but Jissse not, and he can hit some shots. TVS in the lead. And it's not the real TVS. They pick the name on the acronym on purpose for a joke. Because they're funny like that. TVS for you rolled pants. Well, you rolled panties even. A little early for quad. But we can have a bit of DMM4 at middle. Bern has some stack. Scenic is on the spot. Nothing to his name, so it's got to leave. It won't go to Bern. It does go to Bern after all. Little jump in from him. Some health is crucial right now if he wants to do anything with this quad for very long. Right. Well, that works. Also saves some health for himself. Right, so Scenic just went around, picked Mega and circled around that little left thing. There's the second Mega here. Yes, there are 2 Megas. You have to remember that there are 2 Megas. So what's up with Serve Me here? I don't know what happened. Wow, the lags, man, the lags. Well, it's not hurting Scenic's ability to hit the mid-air rockets, at least. Alright, quad goes to Jissse, I think? Yeah. So let's track him, see what happens. Secures red, no one is around to pick it up, but him. Ah, right. A little ambush. Fuck teammates. Always a good thing to do when you have quad. When in doubt, fuck teammates. TVS are in the lead, and it's kind of comfortable at this point for them. Things have well changed when we can now play with somewhat even pings between France and Finland, whereas a while ago when we started to get broadband over here, we had shit pings within the country, and it was so bad that Swedes would outping us on French servers. At least we have gone past those dark ages. Jissse with the quad again, 2 in a row. I haven't touched the view control. Still on him. Oh, it's a shame. Gets dropped by the super nails. There's some nail gun action here. There are 2 mega healths, but there are also... Are there 2 super nail guns? There's one at mid. There might be another one, I keep forgetting. I at least was reminded that there are 2 mega healths. There's one nearby here. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Jissse has not died for some time. He should be happy with it as well. Yeah, there's someone. There's a spawn there. Takes the items and gets the shots. And here we go, that's when Jissse dies. Game over. Olvi wins the whole series. Nas quad. So Nas gets the mega and the nails, so again with the nail guns. What? Okay, so Bern had red armor, but he must also have had very little health. I didn't check team overlay. Yeah, of course, Jissse is not going to stick around that doorway. Like, there's nowhere to stand on, if you look at it. I mean, you can stand a little back, but if the guy manages to hit the shot from underneath, he will hit you. Splash damage will hit you there. So you have to drop down. Ow, my neck hurts. Quad coming up. And Scenic has it, and I have installed log files for this map. So I see who is where. Progress. Scenic quad. Scenic death. Although it wasn't a Scenic death, it was the death of Scenic the player. You know what I mean. There's a green armor here, or is it the mega? Like, it's a yellow light, so with the recent trend of, well, I have red armor, so I'm gonna put red light. I see yellow light, I think yellow armor, but not the case necessarily here. Also, what the heck is it with that semi-US accent? Like here, it's a green light, green armor. So I'm gonna switch back to something more British. I was wondering, why the logs? Because I'm watching Bernie. Nice little air rocket passing by. Easy peasy for him. People keep spawning in his face. Very convenient. Bern is kind of hurting right now. He does get the quad. Has run out of armor. You don't rocket jump up there. You just don't. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost a 6, and Scenic almost helped Bern get him by propulsing him at his up at his level. And look at the red armor dominance from the French team. Also solid extra mega health count. And these people are dying. I mean, frags are happening there. Jissse, I mean, Bernie maybe not getting to his full fragging potential, but at least he's not dying too much. He's managing to stay alive, which is probably wise enough. Like, don't give away free frags. If you can't make ones, at least prevent yourself from getting fragged too much, if you can help it. final few seconds as we can chalk up a map for the Frenchies. So that's a win for them. I think we can get something a little more intense. Yes, like this. So, what are we going for next? The Finns have to pick a map now. This is going to be a sauna map. Sauna. What shall it be? Decisions, decisions. Ain't nobody got time for that. Decisions, decisions. I guess maybe the DM2 jazz thing is in order here. When we have a little lull in the action, then that's what happens. Smooth jazz gets played. Your call, yep. Oh wait, we have to pick. Yes, you do. Yes, this is going through OBS. You can pick Bravado if you want. They banned Bravado. I like the sense of humor. DM4. Bern is going to appreciate this. DM4 it is. Three, two, one. All right. And we're off the races with Nasander getting the shit spawn, and not a much better deal coming out of the room because there's an armed Bernie on his face. Bern really happy now. I mean, he should, I guess I was maybe a little... I did him wrong here saying, oh, he's not gonna like this. Historically, he would not have. But of course, having received masterful DM4 training by Splash himself, he's more prepared for this. So, he's really happy about DM4 being played in the sense that at least it's not DM6. Absolutely, yes. So we have the Finns in the armor room. There we go. Both armored. Jissse is out of teleport range, although he did walk through the little thing there, so there was a risk of getting teleported, telefragged. So green armors versus green armors. Who wins? Nas has almost no red anymore. Scenic has almost any red anymore. Sorry, Nas has the yellow. And that little break was all Bernie needed to get the red. He may even have respawned in the room, actually. Lucky bastard. Olvi is in the lead. And this is more in line with what you would expect from the Frenchies on this map. We're not too keen on this. Nope, out of this. This is my room. Well, Jissse has LG, and he's got, oh, a nice bind there. Yeah, he also had armor, so he could tank the shots. And he had a program. I mean, it was... The Finn in there was banking on the red armor respawning right now, and it didn't. It wouldn't respawn. Of course, the items never respawn when you want them to. They respawn when they want to. Red is up, goes to Jissse, so the Frenchies have picked up the armors and moved out into main room. Nice coordination by the Finns. But this little armor retake looks like one of the things that helped TVS pretty much come back. This is virtually a tie now. And again, apologies with the lags, but Bernie is playing from mobile internet. His wired line has gone down, and the ISP says it'll be fixed by the end of the month. Like when it works, he's got routing problems to begin with, but now there's no route. At least 4G works. But it's not great. So the Finns take this back a little bit. You can see the horrible ping for Bernie. Normally he would be pretty much matched with Jissse here. But he elected to play with this nonetheless. Just asked if the other team, if they could deal with put up with the lag that he's on. They agreed, so it's happening. Right, Olvi have wrestled this back into their favor. Nice little bit of LG from Scenic. Decent numbers from him. 37 plus. And since there is no quad, AutoTrack is going to, well, do things differently, I suppose. I wanted to say he's going to get confused, but Bernie has red armor, but he's in a shit spot, trying to make his way out of shotgun. He's still back there. How you tell it? Yeah, he's made it out. Yeah, and Bernie used all of his armor, making his way into the room. He's banking on the red armor, but it's too early. He has to yield position. And Scenic will probably take it unless someone comes in to strike him or telefrags him. No jinxing. I wish this had worked. It didn't work. No induced telefragging. Denied. No LG for him. You can see the backpack is not colored. He didn't get to touch the LG jumping across. And we are on our way to 30 frag difference. Easy pickings. Oh, okay, he makes it out, so he's not gonna go for the red right now, but he's got time to loop back around. No, he doesn't. Jissse has respawned there. Stolen the red armor. And there we go. There goes the telefrag. See? Ask and you shall receive. It's just, it comes a little late. So, Scenic in control with the yellow armor on top got telefragged by Nas, but at least Nas has the red. And it's not due anytime soon, so Bernie's going to be wasting precious time at mid. They are pulling back somewhat. It was a plus 30 game, it's going down now. Frenchies are coming back into this a little. And with a little over 4 minutes to go, they have time. I'm not saying it'll happen, but they have enough time to make it happen. And back to 30-ish. Pretty even armor control from these guys. We don't care about the greens so much. Of course, some super skilled, like when there's a huge skill difference, some teams will just be able to live on green armors. Or even no armor at all. We have seen this in some of the blowout games from this weekend in Division 1. I'm not sure what happened there. I saw grenade and rocket. A bit of both. Frenchies are hanging in there. Yeah, they have nothing, whereas the Finns have had the stack. They had position and stacked, and then red armor got killed. This is a little hectic. Next person to get an armor, a good one. Right, so we go to Jissse. He's got the red. So the delta is, yeah, you didn't get notification when I got the analytics from Twitch regarding notifications show that few people have subscribed to notifications, and of those that do, very few follow through, so I wouldn't worry about notifications. 36, so something has happened there. Because we now have a 10 more frag difference in favor of the Finns. And now it looks like TVS are screwed. Aren't they? Aren't they? TK, clean team kill. Like, no doubt possible that this was anything but a team kill, and he went for it anyway. There we go, the moves. Jissse doing the sector pod on us. Goddamn, that was fast. Scenic pushes back, so let's take a look at what the Finns are doing. Or should I say, let us take the Scenic route. I'm gonna have to try hard not to do that joke again. Can't guarantee I'll succeed. Little axe. Okay, so he's got a little thing going on here. Final minute of this. 34 frags. Not gonna happen. And things are really falling apart for Bernie. Look at the... Wow. Network jack icons aplenty in France right now. So, Olvi get the map pick. We have 1-1 so far. Splash's prediction of 3-1 for the Frenchies is holding water. We have a tie. But the Frenchies have to take the next two maps, so their pick and Olvi's pick. What will the Frenchies go for? I would think Aerowalk. 3, 2, 1. There we go. GG. Scenic is getting all of the awards. Wait, how much damage? Almost 10,000 damage dealt by him. Yeah, Aerowalk, unsurprisingly. I think we were expecting this. Alright, so it's coming. Serve Me is still here. Alright, so we do have a serve me kind of glitch. Everyone else sees him. Well, it. Serve me is losing its mind. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dave. So. Still no quad picked up yet. Might be burn. Yep. Kamikaze move from Scenic, getting rid of the quad. And he delifrags Nas. To assert dominance, I suppose. Mega is up. Scenic is going to be quite stacked. If he picks it up, he's not interested. Use it as bait or Seems surprised that someone would fall for the thing, so maybe he just didn't see him. Maybe he just didn't see the mega health because he has 4 of 90 or something, I don't know. Now we're gonna see some Bernie moves. Well, he's got a shot, quad, shower of rockets, 2 frags. And drop that. Okay, I thought it was a nail. Down by a little. Yeah, TK is good. Good shot from Jissse with the TK. Special points. He's running a little low on armor, but that's a nice rocket jump. Alright, better. So, but health would be great, still there. Again, health would be great because half board on this guy. This guy respawns it. Okay, so Scenic has an axe script. He's pulling out the axe every now and then. We like the axe. Red is up, no one to pick it up. Yes, someone to pick it up. Quad goes to Bernie, so Bernie's securing quad. He's had all 3. Maybe not the first one, but the first one did nothing, I think. No, he may well have had all of them. Full quad for Bernie. It's been a wash anyway. There you go. Red goes to Jissse, unless someone telefrags. Okay. So I wish for the telefrag. It's going to happen within about a minute. So Jissse gets telefrag by 3:30. But first we have to go through a quad. Now is a good time to get telefragged. Yeah, he was a little cautious. I'm going, but I don't really want to. And he did get it. TVS flying off and not even picked up the quad just yet, so Jisse's telefrag is due any minute now. The quad is being delayed heavily there. So Bernie with the quad. 2, nice direct. 3, 4. Oh, it's stolen frag. Stolen frag. 5, 6, 7. Few more. Watch out, your grenade. Okay, so he won't finish. Almost jumped into his own quad grenade at some point. That would have been funny. So we didn't get Jissse stellar frag, but we saw a pretty solid quad run from Laggy Bernie. My finger was hovering the ice cream button, I have to say. Scenic still on health, yeah, so he takes the yellow armor, but able to do it. And again, Jissse rocket jumping to red, no one to telefrag him. That was an axe hit from Scenic on Jissse. Nice. Was it through the? No, it wasn't through the slot in the floor. But that would have been great. +40 frag lead for the Frenchies. Just a walk in the park for them. Halfway through, Bernie with another quad. All of them, pretty much. Like, okay, Jissse maybe got a couple, but at least Olvi has had none of them. Always been on the receiving end of the quad damage. 2, 3. 3 on Scenic. 4, 5. Come on. 6, 7. Couple more. 8. 9. Ah, just one frag shy of the ice cream. And this is how we get from plus 45 something to plus 40 something. Well, because, yeah, I mean, he's doing all the frags, but a lot of frags with the quad, but the survivors are maybe damaging his teammates, so. It's Jisse's turn with the blue thingy. 1, 2. 4, 5, 6. Covering all exits. TK, I count 6, 7. TK counts. 8. Almost jumped into his own nade at some point, but not gonna happen. So again, solid quadruns. You don't have to be burning to score solid quadruns on this map. Jissse is very capable himself. Capable. And that's how we get to a 60 frag difference. Poor Finns can't catch a break. Nice! Pushed him across to the red. Oh, so he didn't get telefrag, but he got stolen the armor by his teammates. They're on voice. So I hope they're having a chuckle about this. There we go. Still no quads for Olvi, but at least I managed to put a stop to this one pretty quickly. Pushing Bernie into a wall. So yeah, I had to do this game because it's the first one of the day, and also I've seen neither of these teams. I mean, we have seen neither of these teams on the stream at least. And for the games that come later, some of the teams I've seen before, some others not. Still, so we'll do that. There's one more game after this. Might take a bit of time to get to it. There was a game scheduled in 7 minutes ago, so of course that wasn't going to be that wasn't going to work. But there are games at 9, so we have some options. Bernie with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the dance of the quad. 8. 8 frags. Right, so in the games I've seen this since this Friday, the difference between Div 1 and Div 2 has been that Div 1 gets to 10 frags in a quad run. Multiple times. But of course we've also had Milton. So, and his teammate Mazer. Like, Milton wasn't the only guy doing the quad runs, and his team Mazer was also performing as you would expect. Final quad. Final quad gonna be crucial. Yeah, right, so that's 2, 3. Surely one of these spines is going to find something. 3. 4. Well, that won't be a 10 frag run. I think it's fair to say TVS have taken this map. So they're up 2-1. And Olvi has to pick something now. So it can be DM2 or something else. So DM2. And the decider will be Blood Run if it goes to a decider. Which it could, because DM2. Yep. DM2 time, Alice is happy. Hey, Alice. Burn drops. Nah, he reconnects. So let's get ready for a little time in the sauna. Sauna. Nas is ready. So watch out for the sauna. I should prepare. I need to set up buttons for DM2 Jazz. That kind of stuff. Alright. Remember, besides sauna and secret, there are power-ups. Well, there's a quad. And it goes to the Frenchies with one. Braves Nasander's deluge of rockets. 2. Scenic a super stack would be great to take him out now. Shit. Nice reflexes with the trigger. The switch. The weapon switch to boomstick there. Great switch. And what a whack on the back of the head that was. Sent that guy flying across the corridor. Not much... Nowhere to go but slide across the wall there. So boink. It's like we were playing Super Smash Bros. Or something. Which I recommend playing in TVTX. It's great fun. We have this in QuakeWorld with stripped down versions of the map. I had no idea I knew what Smash Bros... Like, I knew it existed, but I had no idea what the game was about until I played the KTX mod. It's great fun. Try it out. Finns have quad. Oh, unfortunate. Couple of degrees off to the side and the rocket would have hit on the wall and taken out the other guy. So the Frenchies are in the lead, but I don't think this will last for too much. I would favor the Finns here. And I always forget that you can trigger the buttons with explosions, so you can do this without looking at the button there. It's a cool little trick. Saves time. So Scenic is fucking with the flow right now. And we have a tie. 10 seconds away from quad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a TK. Poor Bernie got pinched between a teammate and an enemy. How did Nas manage to make this work? Well, he didn't make it work for too long, but that was a great save. The Finns take the lead. Torille. Oh, you're gonna do it like this. Hey, Jissse gets the air shot on. Skywalking Scenic. I see you one skywalk and I raise you in their rocket. I like that style. Early for mega health, so he's for quad, sorry, so he's just using this as a little staging area for moving out or just dying also. That also works. I'm not sure it benefits the team, but it works. Great rocket jump in. Especially the first time around. He gets quad, walks away scot-free. Not too good on armor there. There's one. That's the one. And the bursts of lag just at the wrong time, but he makes it work nonetheless. May have impeded Scenic's defense. Possibly, I don't know. It's always a little weird with packet loss and heavy ping deviation. It's... You would think that the enemies see you just as warpy as you see yourself, but sometimes there are cases, I'm not sure how, but there are cases where it's barely noticeable from one side or the other, or not as much. And that was a very healthy Nas being taken down to no armor. There we go, Bernie getting... yeah, he can't even do the rocket jump. So, you do it. I'm lagging out. How badly is he lagging out? Well, it's not good. Nice save from Jissse. So we'll come back to Bernie later on. Follow Jissse all the way through this quad. See if you can do anything with it. Yep, I mean, the light is seen through the door, so... You heard the guy saw you with the light, if he's got the lights on. So you can't just get in there and peek and hope not to get a rocket to their face. So he just went for it. Yeah, who the fuck knows? Maybe I'll just blind him with my bright blue light. Which of course does not work. Hey, John. 6 frags difference still, so it's stable. Red's, all the armor's coming up now. Frenchies are rather armored. Bernie quad. Use the walls. So that's 1 quad frag for him. He's gonna get more. They're all away from him. No one gonna respawn on him. 2 frags. I don't think this will be a 10 fragger. 3, 4. No attempt was made at opening the lava. Little juggling, that was a mid-air. So yeah, good try with the quad, but that didn't work at all. Frag difference has gone worse for you. Alright, yeah, I saw that your game was cancelled, but there's another game at 9. At least one other game at 9, so we should be, we should have something to feast our eyes upon. NASA secret. Is it something about the face on the moon, or is it on Mars? I forget. That's 2. 3, finish him. 4. Yep. Jissse almost getting it. Frag diff. The Finns are guarding middle. And well, they all died. They all died, but he did get a nail gun frag. So that makes up for it, I think. Nail gun frags. Ha! Nail gun frags. That's getting shuffled around by this Frenchman at the swimming pool. This Frenchman gonna pay for it twice. Olvi, do something. So that's 2 frags. But TVS are in the lead. I can't even read. I thought the Finns were in the lead because it says TVS, and I'm. I got TVS'd. I got tricked by the joke. The Frenchies are in the lead on the M2. No. Juggling is happening. 19. 20. Come on, Olvi. Just watch as Bernie gives us a little packet loss dance. Yes, that's also a way to end a quad run. I'm sure the Finns in the opposite team approve of this. 17 frag difference, so the Finns are kind of bringing it back slightly, but they have 1 minute now to finish this. They're gonna need one heck of a quad that we have yet to see tonight. We came close to ice cream quad runs a couple of times. One very close, but no. 1 minute warning. I didn't do it better because my voice is kind of... but it might happen again. Quad? Gonna be late quad? Late-ish. Burn fail. Good attempt. Nas fail. That was a good fail. We caught it on tape. There we go. He goes to Jissse after all. And he's not gonna stick around for very long, I would think. Not that he needs to really okay, so that's a better way to go into it. But no, still doesn't work. Okay, maybe if I don't peek too hard, I won't get fragged. The light is still showing. You need the pine or to like fire through the doorway without being in there and hope that the splash damage hits, but of course it doesn't hit all the way through the opposite corners, so that doesn't work all of the time. So that's a W for TVS. Ton vieux slip, your old underpants. Olvi picks. TVS wins, so that 3-1. So good calls, good call for Splash, who predicted 3-1 before it even started. So send your money to Splash. Splash has it right.